Hi everyone, my name's Chrissy. I own a dog walking company here in Salt Lake. It's not about dog walking, but I've had a really hard week and I just want to share what happened. So if it helps someone, you can use this information. But um, one of my client, who is also my friend, I found him deceased on Monday. My friend was an alcoholic. Um, Charming, lovely, made me laugh so hard. But he fought alcoholism. He didn't want to die. He didn't want to be an alcoholic. I was his friend. I was the one who took him to the hospital. And anytime he went through detox, and he would just make me laugh. I'd take a picture of him so we could look at it afterwards, and I'm tell him, "You never want to be here again." The pictures were horrible. But Monday, I received a call from his mother asking me to check on Dan because she hadn't seen him. I went to his apartment. I had the key to his apartment because a lot of times when he would be in rehab, I would take care of his dog. I always take care of his dog. I walked in and was greeted by someone I didn't know. The man who was there physically pushed me out of the apartment with one hand and grabbed the dog with the other and said, "Can't be here." And in my peripheral vision, I saw my friend and he wasn't moving. And I knew something was wrong. I went back down to my car. I called his mom. And she said to go ahead and call 911. I called 911. And while I was on the phone with 911, I saw the gentleman walk out of my friend's apartment with a red canvas bag. That was my cue. I could get into the apartment. I was on the phone with 911. I walked over to Dan. The 911 had me check for vitals. There was nothing. He was cold, rigid, cold, purple hands. He was sitting on his couch with his head back. Like someone might just put their head back and fall asleep for a few minutes. But he was deceased. The guy that pushed me out of the apartment came back. He didn't have the red bag by this end. I just turned to him and I said, "You killed Dan. You killed him." I grabbed Dan's dog. I walked outside. The police came. They confirmed Dan was deceased. The individual that was there tried to say my friend had a prescription for different medications, which I knew he didn't because I was the one who picked him up from detox a few days ago. So anyway, they took the gentleman in handcuffs to the police station, and we just my friend's family just got the medical examiner's report, or called to let them know what was in his system and what killed him. And what was in his system was fentanyl. Dan was an alcoholic. He wasn't really a drug user. I can guarantee you he didn't know, but he was taking. I can guarantee you, his intake for another rehab stint was the next day. He didn't want to die. The week before, I took him to a thrift store and helped him pick out some furniture for his ridiculous apartment. Oh, he had so much fun. Sometimes he was just so embarrassing that he just made me laugh. He played all the pianos that were out of tune. I miss my friend. I really miss my friend. But if you're a recreational drug user, if you use drugs, be careful and don't. Because I know my friend didn't know fentanyl. He was taking fentanyl. I know with my heart. I know him. The medical examiner indicated he was probably deceased 12 to 18 hours before I ever came to the apartment. That means his dog was there, and this individual who introduced the drugs into the situation didn't do anything, never called 911, did nothing, sat there with a dead body. At the moment as it stands, I'm driving over there every morning to take care of the dog, and every night I spend a few hours until the family can get here. But please be careful of what you take, whether you're a casual drug user or an addict, because there's so much pain in the wake if something happens to you. And you don't know what you're taking, you leave so much pain behind. It's not worth it. It's just not worth it. Sorry. I just feel like I need to share this and warn people what's going on. Anyway, to all the good people out there, thank you. I pray that this doesn't happen to anyone you love or yourself. Have a good evening.